What is up, everybody? We are back with some Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and we're here to answer that question: should you pull on the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Barret banner? Remember, guys, if you're new to the channel, you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, follow along with what we do here, hit the like button, comment down below what are your thoughts on the banner, and let's get into this. So this video again is more designed for those who are trying to decide where it is best to spend their crystals. This is not going to be designed for those of you who have that love for a very specific character. If your favorite character is Barret and you have to have everything for Barret, then as long as you got enough crystals to pull to the costume, then go ahead and go for it. If you're not in it for the meta, you're just in it to have everything for that one specific character and to have fun, then by all means pull. They said this is more designed for those that are trying to figure out where to better spend their crystals, follow the meta of the game, all that fun stuff. So one of the other things to note is not only do we have Barret's new gear here, we also have the return of Tifa's guide uniform and guide outfit, so Cowboy Tifa. Or Cowgirl Tifa. I'm going to start off by just reanalyzing this. So we did have a change here for the guide uniform. It went from 10p attack to 15p attack, so we are naturally starting off here at the 15% mark instead of the 10% mark, which is always a welcome addition. Physical ability mastery did not change, it's still sitting at that 10 points, so 15% when the attack gauge is full. Guide gloves are here. Again, these things are not too bad. The R abilities are great. It's not too bad for a non-elemental build, but the R abilities are definitely where it's at, especially that boost physical attack potency of 52. I mean, if you're main-handing this thing, you're 3 points away from having this thing maxed. And take into account you get 15 points from the outfit. If you're main-handing this, you're now sitting at 46 points, which is going to put you over that 40% mark. Just with those two items. Again, that is at OB10. I'm not really going to sit here and analyze all of this because you can decide for yourself whether you really want to go for that or focus elsewhere. My guide gloves that I have from Tifa, I think I've got an OB6. Yeah, they're at OB6. So I mean, I'm sitting, 25p attack and 36 physical ability potency. I really only use it for the R abilities anymore. I don't use it much in the realm of like a main hand item, unless I'm stuck doing a non-elemental build and I really want to use Tifa. Like I said, that's not the main focus of this banner. It is Barret. So let's take a look at Barret. First things first. Let's just see how it looks. It's like, I can't even get him completely in frame. It's very big and bulky. Obviously, this is modeled after the Loveless scene in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So this should look good. We got the gun here. And again, I'm trying to look for some similarities. I really feel like recently the weapons and gear have not really been going together, and I'm trying to see the things that truly tie this together, and I'm not really seeing it. I feel like these were designed separately, because you've got the copper coloring here going with the red of his outfit. You've got an even lighter copper color here. It kind of looks more like if you look just right here, kind of looks like a lightsaber. It looks even more like that from right here. It kind of looks like a lightsaber. I mean, we know it's a gun, but I mean, on its own, I like the look of it. This, I like the look of. Together, I wish the coloring was a little different. I really wish this red matched this red, and that instead of having this, and even like this, the chrome silver plating here, like that it matched the coloration of like the jaw plate here. And then maybe this was the same green as his cape, or even the light being the same color as that. Just something to kind of tie the two together because it does kind of look a little disjointed. Now, while I think it looks pretty good, even when I saw this pop up in Rebirth, when I saw the play or the demos of it, if you will, or the trailers, I'm not a fan of it. I get what it's supposed to be doing. Personally, I'm not a fan of it. I think it looks good. I don't like it look-wise. So let's take a look at what we're looking at in the realm of the stats. So our abilities, we get Reprieve. We know this is going to, when he would take a hit that drops him below 0, it's going to trigger him to restore 25% of his HP and have an invincible status for a total of 10 seconds. Again, it's great our ability to have. It allows you to take that big hit and keep living. As long as you can heal yourself back up within that 10 seconds and rebuff yourself. Now, we do have a new ability here. The Dragon King's Mask does fire, ice, lightning, earth, water, wind, resist 20%. So, like, this is the defense version of the Aerith outfit we got in her Limit Break banner. It's good, especially considering when you consider that Barret is more of a support character. You know, he's not your DPS. He's going to be providing your buffs, your debuffs, and things like that. This is going to give him survivability. Survivability is always a great thing. Again, one of the things I really wish they'd stop doing is giving them these kind of names. Because we've had that a couple times now where we get some of these multi-ability things, physical and magic defense, or physical and magic attack, or, you know, like with Red 13's, you know, where he has the fire and ice attack and resist, and then Cloud got a similar one, but they were each named something different when it came to the R ability. Just name them all the same thing. This is a elemental resist mastery. You know, and then, you know, Tifa's could have been a, you know, elemental attack mastery, or something along those lines, or elemental mastery. Just to, at first glance, we know what the heck's going on here. Just, you know, give it some naming schemes that actually make sense. But the stats are good. You know, complaining about the name, stats are good. The Fafnir rifle here. So we have HP, P-Def, P-Attack, Circle, Sigil. Provides physical damage. We can see physical attack's the higher stat. Actually, heal here's the higher stat. I hope that changes and physical attack becomes higher. But anyway, let's look at what it does here. So this does 340% physical non-elemental damage to all enemies. Crit rate 10%. Provoke is applied to self for 60 seconds. And 5% of max HP is applied as a veil for 40 seconds. And when your HP is 70% or more, all allies' P-Def is increased by mid to mid for 12 seconds. There's kind of a lot going on with this. Again, good support weapon. This kind of makes him more like a tank, where he's designed to take damage, and again, giving that P-Def to everybody else will, you know, help out with any AoE attacks on the party, allowing them a chance to get healed. Alright, we take it up to OB1. We're now at 390% physical non-elemental damage to all enemies. Provoke still 60 seconds. I'm assuming that's not going to change. We're now at 6% of max HP from 5 for 45 seconds, which is up from 40. And then 70% higher HP. We are still mid to mid on the P-Def increase. Boost HP has gone to 32 points. You could main or on offhand this thing, but if you're main handing it, you're going to be sitting at 45%. If you're offhanding, 30%. And then boost P-Def 20. So you're going to be at 30% or 15%, depending on whether you're main handing or offhanding this. It is 4 ATB, something to note. OB6, 480% damage, provokes 60 seconds, 8% of max HP is applied as a veil for 50 seconds, and we go mid to high with that P-Def increase. This number's not changing on that 70%, by the way. We can see that P attack is definitely above heal now. It looks like it was in the last one too. Boost HP's gone to 40, so you're looking at a 60% HP main hand or 30% offhand. PDEF is at 36 points, so 60% or 30%. Finally, OB10, 540% damage. We have that provoke. We've got Veil at 10% for 60 seconds, so now it lasts just as long as the provoke does. And HP 70%, still just mid to high. I know this is doing a lot, but I really feel like at OB10, this should be high to high. Our ability stats are at least decent. Oops. So we're at 46 points on HP. So 70%, or again, offhanding this, it'd be what, 23? You're at 30%. PDEF is at 52. So you're 3 points from being max, so you're at 70%, or offhanding it, you're at 45%. Overall, for a support weapon, it's decent. It's not, it's not bad. This is definitely paired well with anything he's going to be, maybe in there to lower resist on. This is going to be great for if you have him as your buff debuff character in like some of the summon battles, like if you're taking him against Shiva to lower fire resist, or you're taking him against Leviathan to lower water resist. There's only 2 resists he has? Because I don't think his one lowers lightning resist, does it? His electro cannon? Where's it? There it is. No, it does not. But when he's, definitely in there to lower resists, that's going to be good. If you have him as your healer, for example, using the micro laser, this is going to give him that survivability to kind of help out, keep going as your healer, using that cure all S ability slot, which you would have to be main handing this. So that's the case. So yeah. Could have swore he had one more reduction. Not that I'm seeing. Anyway, back to the draw. So definitely a solid kit for him. So now the bigger question is this worth pulling on when we have the 1.5 anniversary coming up, and I'm assuming a large power creep. And again, that 1.5 anniversary is probably going to be limited banners. For me personally, I'm going to say this is a pass. It's a solid kit for Barret, and it's one of those where if I had unlimited funds and I wasn't going to pull on every banner, even with unlimited funds, this is probably one I probably would pull on if I had unlimited funds. But it's not enough to sway me from what could potentially be coming from 1.5 anniversary. And we do have to be careful of power creep's going to be coming up, so I want to say, because there's always going to be power creep coming up, and if we always operate on that, you're never going to spend. You're never going to apply your crystals towards something, because you're always going to save it for the next thing, for the next thing, for the next thing. With a power creep coming as quickly as it's going to be coming, for me, it's not enough to sway me. Again, if you're somebody who really likes Barret, you're wanting to get him in your party a little bit more often, this is a really good banner for Barret to, if you want to focus on Barret, or you have him as one of your main characters. This is a really good banner for him. For me, it's going to be a pass, though. Stamp card, by the way, taking a quick look at it, kind of back to our stereotypical stamp card here. You got 3 shots, you got 3 guaranteed hits of the weapon, and then we do have 2 5-star or higher slots. You cannot change these for the guide gloves. Interesting. And then you do get the gear voucher there. Okay, well, there we go, guys. That's going to be it for this video. Again, let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts on the Barret gear? Do you agree with my assessment of it? Is there something that I missed, or something that I maybe misread that should be clarified? Leave that down in the comments, and let me know, or do you plan on pulling on this? Are you going to be holding off to the 1.5 anniversary? Drop that in the comments as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, hit the subscribe button, like, comment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.